Hello everyone, Attack Pow here with another preview for the upcoming Men of Steel DLC for Steel Division 2. Got special access to see some of the divisions that they're working on. Remember, this is a work in progress. All of these things are subject to change, but it should be coming out soon, and it is very exciting. Thank you to Mickey for sending me this video so I could put it here on the channel. If you guys enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, and check out that Patreon down below for all the Steel Division 2 content. Let's dive in here to Group Dody, a French mountain brigade. All right, I went too fast. Oh, I didn't. It just went too fast. All right, let's check out these slots a little bit here. We have a nice chunky recon slot tab here that you can get. Infantry tab all the way max. Pretty generous slot cost, so you can probably fill this up pretty easily. Maybe skip that last one, but definitely fill it up. Tank tab, very lacking, but this is very common in these divisions. I guess when they said Men of Steel, they meant like this is all about infantry, this whole thing. Support tab looks pretty good, actually. Gets 6 pretty nicely costed slots. Anti-tank, okay, there's options here. Doesn't look like you'll have none. A solid 4 tabs, okay, so activations here. 4 slots. Arty, pretty big Arty tab. Pretty big Arty tab here with 8 slots, so definitely usable there. Air tab, pretty solid as well with another 8 slots. So, looks like armor, AA potentially here might be lacking a little bit. Let's find out. So, we have the FFI sidecar again. This is garbage. I would never use it ever. This is terrible. Don't ever touch it. Jeep with the 50 cal. It does have radio. If you're desperate for radio, I guess, fine. 10 points, but I would not suggest usually taking these. Even with the 50 cal, there's no armor. These things die to any infantry unit. It's not very good. Group Spy. I'm going to absolutely butcher all these names. I apologize. My French is abominable. I'm sorry in advance. Excuse me 100 times over. 2-man recon squad. No big deal. Corps France. 3 stands, 2 rifles, automatic rifle, and a TNT. This is a very good unit. Doesn't be locked, phase locked, which sucks, but this is a very good unit. Pretty high availability. Looks like 9. Looks like you can get 9, 8. So 8 there in B for 20 points. Yeah, I mean, I'd take a TNT unit for 20 points any day of the week. It's very good. Any unit that can throw grenades for 20 points. Same thing here. FFI saboteurs. Very good unit. You can bring an A. Get 6 of them in tractions. This is like a must-take, I would think. Early spots, kind of suicide it later with the TNT. It's a pretty phenomenal unit. I would definitely be using that. Basically just a 4-man recon team. This is nothing. I wouldn't use it. Eclair, skiers. Ooh, so we have 3 stands, 7 rifles, an automatic rifle, and a sniper. Very, very strong. Take this all day. B phase lock, which kind of sucks, but it comes with radio too. Whoa. This, and it's double vet with 6. This is a unit right here. You take that, Frenchman. You take that. You want this man. He's a monster. It's a very, very good unit. Good looking model too. I like it. I like it. Gumia. Sorry. Gumia. Is it Gumia? Whatever. 9 rifles. Automatic rifle and a sniper again. So more sniper units here. You can get 3 in A. I would definitely take this. 30 points is a little more expensive for this. It does have shock, which means it's good at close range. Oh, these are cool models. I think these are Moroccan. Is that what it is? They're Moroccan troops or something. That's really cool. I mean, it's a good unit. 30 points feels a little expensive, but you do get an automatic rifle and a sniper. Now the automatic rifle is terrible, but I would probably, it's a pretty generous recon tab. You probably take this. Definitely take this. Definitely take this. Definitely take the saboteurs. Probably take the Corps France too. So that's already 4 there. See if there's anything else worth taking. You probably need the Stuarts, to be honest, with your tank tab being quite small. You almost probably, you know, either the M8 or the Stuarts, one of the 2, you probably need them. Into the infantry tab, leaders, 20-point leaders, always great. Pioneers. Mountain Pioneers, I would assume. 8 men with a grenade. I mean, it's 20 points. I mean, that's very good for 20 points. It's not like an amazing squad as is, but for 20 points, yes. For 20 points, you probably want this thing. So, yeah. Same thing. Still probably want that. We've seen these guys before in first DFL. They're okay. I have a feeling there's better units in this division. If you really want a fill-in unit, then I guess you take that. Leader, airborne leader, whatever. Airborne rifles, again. We saw these guys in first airborne. Very solid troops for 25 points. Getting bazookas on these guys, 9 semi-automatic rifles. This is a very solid unit. It's not going to win to a Panzergrenadier range, but it will beat a lot of other enemies pretty consistently as the Raider trait as well. An OK LMG. Again, having that bazooka, you pay 20 points for a bazooka squad. So now you're paying 25 points for a 12-man squad with a bazooka. I mean, that's very good, obviously. You definitely kind of want that. Chasseur, Alpine. This unit's not very good for 25 points. Not a huge fan. Leader, only in C phase. Nah, nothing exciting. Leader, only in A phase, 25 points. A little better. It's got radar. Not radar. Radio, excuse me. So maybe if you really want radio instead of the 20-point guy, that makes a whole lot of sense. That's totally reasonable to take this guy. Comes in the Jeep. Sapper. Mountain Sapper. Leader. He's phase locked to B. I guess okay. I mean, whatever. He doesn't do anything. He's just a leader. Maquisards, always great. I would probably take these guys, 12 men, chunky, Molotovs. They're a good unit overall for 25 points. Glider rifles, we saw these in 1st Airborne. These are pretty fantastic. I would definitely take these. Really solid all-around unit. Big, chunky bazooka. Yeah, you want that. You do. Gumia. Again, apologies for my French. 19-man squad for 25 points. The loadout is garbage. I mean, it's mostly rifles and an automatic rifle, but 17 men, and they have shock, just because why not? That increases their damage resistance at less than 180 meters. I would be hard-pressed not to take these. They have a okay availability curve, 510, single vet, cool models. I'd probably take these guys. I mean, you got lots of slots. Not like you don't have room for them, so yeah, probably. Probably. All right, we have the Partigiani. I'm assuming that's Italian. It is. Partigiani. We have 2 Berettas, 8 rifles, 2 Berettas, and a Molotov. This thing is phenomenal. I would definitely use this. 12 men, Raider trait. Yeah. I don't see why you wouldn't. Berettas are horrendously bad machine guns, but Berettas are the best submachine gun, basically, other than the Suomi. So, I mean, you're using it for CQC anyway. It's got the Molotov. Molotovs themselves are phenomenal. I mean, 25 points for any unit with a Molotov, you're probably taking most of the time because Molotovs are super OP and very good. So, yeah. Sappers, more bazookas. I mean, Sappers are good everywhere. There's nothing wrong with it. It's an 11-man squad, pretty chunky. It's got TNT. Probably you take him. You can take a lot of stuff, again, and there's more. Sappers, mountain sappers, flamer, 8 rifles, 2 submachine guns. It's got shock and Raider. It's a good unit. I mean, it's nothing like super above the curve, but it is a good unit. It's chunky for a flamer unit. Nice to have chunky flamer units. They can fight and stick in the fight. Leader with bazooka, pretty good. Yeah, I'd consider that. Definitely would. Leader with a sniper and a bazooka, but it's getting expensive. 30 points, only BC phase. I mean, it's a good leader unit. Another leader unit with sniper and bazooka, but can come in A phase. 30 points, but yeah, now, if you want your leaders to do something, this would be the one to take, I would definitely say. And then, oh my god, that just keeps going. We have Pierre, PM. This is 5 Thompson, 17 rifles, and a Zook. Oh my, no, not a Zook, a rocket gun. Excuse me. This is an HE weapon. 1.2 damage, fires 8 rounds a minute, has super high accuracy, not very much suppress. I don't know how to feel about this unit. It's 22 men for 30 points. And I mean, this is very good, right? I'm pretty sure this unit is really good. Only 250-meter range in the rocket gun, but I'm assuming you're firing this in the woods. That would be my guess. This is a good unit. I have to imagine. It's pretty low availability, but it is a very good unit. I think you'd be hard-pressed not to take these guys. All right, let's keep going here. Montagnards. B-phase lock. Thompson, 9 rifles, 2 BARs, and a bazooka. Very good unit. 12-man unit. Raider trait as well. This is more of your long-range firepower. You're probably going to need them because you don't have many other double machine gun units. These guys are 35 point, also B phase lock, 3 Thompson 7 rifles, BAR, and a sniper. Pretty good. Anytime infantry have a sniper, they're really putting a lot of snipers on infantry squads. I want my Granatieri to get their snipers back. Stole them. Now you're giving them all to these divisions. How dare you, Eugen? I'm insulted. My feelings are hurt. But this is a good unit. 35 points, though, is a lot. Let me make sure I make that very clear. Don't know if you definitely take this unit, because it is very expensive. Sappers, Montanauds, 9 rifles, 2 BARs, TNT, and a bazooka. Very good unit, but once again, 35 points. 35-point infantry are tough. Again, is this better than a Brandenburger or a Jagdkampf? I mean, this has both. Give it credit. This has both. A AT and a grenade. So maybe its actual loadout is worse of guns, but this is better. So I don't know. It's a very good unit potentially. V phase lock though. Tank tab makes me cry. Stuarts, and 1 Char M10. Ayah, that hurts. That's rough. Support tab. Looks like we have just some Brownings. Sorry, my hat is very tight. More Brownings. Aubessieur M8. These are okay. They're not anything impressive, though. Okay, very okay. Hotchkiss, that's nice. Gives some 1250 meter range. Machine gun. More Hotchkiss. Only C phase, though. 50 cal, but only BC phase. Still very good. I mean, 50 cals are pretty overpowered in my opinion. They suppress way too fast. They should be a little bit slower. It's kind of ridiculous. Ammo, that's fun. Oh, you get a 105 howitzer. That's very good. Some 2K HE reach for this division, desperately needed. So that's a big plus for this division. And then you get a whole bunch of leaders. So at least it has a little bit of play at range. God knows your tanks aren't doing it. FFI Partisans, do they not come in the traction? Oh, they don't. I would not take these if they don't come in the tractions. They're not super great non-tractioned. They're only 10 points. I'm not saying they're terrible, but they're nothing like they are in like first DFL where you get them in tractions. You can zip them to the front right at the beginning and kill some transports. Nothing like that. So I'd probably pass. Bazooka, it's a bazooka. 6 men, the huge. More bazooka, 6 men, 6 units, the huge. 37 mil. This is actually a pretty solid gun overall. 70 millimeter penetration, fires 20 rounds a minute if you're doing double vet, and you still get 6 of them come in the Jeep. 1250 meter range. I'd honestly consider taking this if the slots weren't so limited. You might really struggle to fit it, is the issue. You don't really need bazookas though. You have a lot of infantry with bazookas. 57 mil cannon available, all phases, all veterancies, not bad. M1, 57 mil. This one is HE. That's the difference in price, available in all slots. I mean, having HE I think is nice, honestly. Some people would hate it. Some people turn it off. But the option, it's nice that it's available. So definite possibility there. Pack 40, you only get in B or C phase, but that's huge. You need this desperately. This is so good for this division. If it doesn't have this, I think it's terrible. But with this really helps you a lot with dealing with medium tanks. M10s, no APCR, so not great on that front. Otherwise, M10's really solid tank destroyer. 40 mil Bofors. Uh-oh. I see it in B phase. Okay, you get 40s in A phase and 25 mils. Okay. This AA tab, really solid. Nothing wrong with it. Bring in 25s, 40 mil. This is great. There's nothing wrong with that at all. No air problems whatsoever. Observers. Observateurs. Battery leader, remember, artillery leader now buffs actual artillery. 40 mil mortar, 60 mil mortar, phenomenal. You should probably be taking those. What is this thing? 75 mil cannon. Whoopsies. Come back, please. Fires really fast. This is like a mortar with no range limitation, it appears. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Mortar with no range limitation. Raider has radio. C phase only, though. That's a bummer. That's a big bummer, because this is actually a very good unit. A very, very solid unit if it came in earlier. Does have heat shells, too, which doesn't hurt. 75 mil howitzer only comes in B phase. 81 mil mortar with radio, phenomenal. We know these are very, very good. Should definitely consider more of those. 105s, German ones, these are pretty bad, but I guess having them is better than not having them. Overseer 105, this is way better. Take this instead. This is 100 times better than the German 105. This is a good unit. And you get long toms in A or B, so 2 of them. You can have 2 long toms, but you get 2 cards, so you can have 4 long toms. So this arty tab, good. This is a good arty tab. Nothing to be too upset about. Recon plane. Oh, 12 9-kilogram bombs. Does that do anything? Does that do any damage at 9 kilograms? I thought the smallest was 50. Is it special? No, it's an HE bomb. I'm interested to see what this does. I mean, it's got 12 of them. Maybe it's really good. Maybe it's terrible. But maybe it's really good. Who knows? Very bad resilience, though. It dies really easily. Lightning, whatever. P39. These are expensive, but okay. There are worse fighters in the game. Oh, it ran out early. Let's back up. Let's back up here. Unfortunately, he didn't give me everything. Marauders are very good, but expensive. P-47's very expensive fighter. Black Widow, it's a new plane. Looks like an AT plane, and many of the allied AT plane rocket planes are very good. P-47 with the napalm, this thing is very strong, but very expensive. P-47 with the big bombs, P-47 with the even bigger bombs. Wouldn't use these, they're very expensive and easy to kill. So yeah, looks like an interesting division. Could be fun. The lack of armor, again, very painful. If you guys enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, and consider supporting over on Patreon. Thanks a bunch, and have a fantastic day.